So, hey guys, what the fuck do I have my intro as again in this second channel? Welcome back to Dark Raikou, my second channel. So, if you don't know, my main channel is basically like what ifs of anime, but this is my second channel, and if you don't know what my second channel I kind of upload, if I barely upload, I upload either video games, whatever I feel like, and story times. So I have a brand new story time that I would like to tell you because I remember this fucking being so clearly. Now, you're wondering, wait, if you look at the thumbnail, almost got hit. Watermelon bike. Well, you see here, this is a story time. So, let me begin into the story time because I don't want everyone to forget it. And, it was a crazy fucking time. So, let me mention something. I almost did get hit by a watermelon, but let me explain why this kind of happened. Or, for some reason it happened. So, let me explain this. I was kind of in second to third grade. I don't remember. I was young as fuck at this time. I was young as fuck. At the same time, I just love playing outside. At this time, I just love playing at this time because, outside mostly, because, I was a kid. Being a kid, you just like going outside and playing. When you're older, you want to stay the fuck inside and go to sleep. But, not the point. But of course, I was like, I think I was first or second or third. I don't remember. I was in one of the fucking grades. I just don't remember my age. I was just young. Probably 9 or 10 or 11. I don't remember. But not the point. So, of course, I was just bicycling around my kind of neighborhood. And I should mention one thing. My neighborhood is sketchy as fuck. It is one of the most sketchiest places to kind of be at. Well, it's not very sketchy, a part of, where I kind of live. But if you go all the way to the back, because there is like a part of my kind of like neighborhood, then if you go all the way to the back, there's always like some kind of trafficking or whatever bullshit is happening over there, drug deals or whatever, or just gang shot outs, whatever. Who gives a shit? But of course, I don't go to that part. Even when I was a child, I might have been a dumb fuck, but I wasn't stupid enough to kind of go over there. That and there was dogs, big ass dogs. I was like, fuck that, dogs. I was still scared of dogs at that time. Right now I'm not even scared of dogs. Instead, I want to have my own dog, but not the point. But of course, this is where I was just bicycling one day around. I was going to go to my cousin's house because I kind of live like about only like not even 2 minutes, like 30 seconds away. Like I was that close from him. But of course, if I kind of ride my bike, if I walk, I probably would have took 2 minutes because I'm a lazy fuck half the damn time, and I was always slow. But of course, I always bicycle over there, and no, I did not wear any safety gear. I know when you're a kid, you gotta be wearing safety gear and all that. My parents didn't give a fuck if I got hurt. Yeah. That just shows a lot about some of my parents. Well, they did care. It's just we were poor and we couldn't really afford that. So I had to drive carefully. Yes, me driving carefully when I'm a child. Me wanting to go fast. Some of those cases really didn't end up that well, but I never broke a bone. So you can see that I might be a dumbass, but I'm not that stupid to break bones. Because even when I was a child, I knew that going to the hospital was an expensive fucking time. Yes, I'm not stupid, but I am sometimes stupid. If you kind of give me like a English problem or kind of a wording problem in English or whatever, I'm going to walk away because I am stupid as fuck. I know that I'm going to just somehow. Oh, I sometimes. Okay, I'll mention that later. But I sometimes actually kind of, when I have a word problem on a test or something, I sometimes kind of make another question for the teacher to answer it and then copy the answer. I don't know. Sometimes I do that for some reason. But yeah, I usually do fail. But whatever. But not the point. So of course, at this time I was just bicycling towards my cousin's house. I just going to see if he's there because he's sometimes not there. He's sometimes with friends. He was older than me. He was like, I think he was in 6th grade or something. He was older than me, always older. So yeah, because he's the older cousin. Yeah. But of course, he was the only, I guess, if you want to say one thing, He was in what? Yeah, no, he was still in fifth grade. I was in second grade. He was in fifth grade. Yeah. So of course this is where well, and let me say one thing. I am lonely as fuck in school. So yeah, even when I was a child, I was so antisocial. The only person I talked to was my cousin. But yeah, you can see that I was antisocial as fuck. But of course, I bicycle there. I go to see if my cousin's there, if my auntie's there, or even my kind of older cousin. Well, mostly cousin's sister, who's older, is there. No one is there. I decide to bicycle back. But before going back, I kind of stop at this kind of like tree, this big ass tree that's kind of like not on the road. It's on like one of the houses kind of next to it, next to the road and all that. Because I'm trying to go back home. But of course, it kind of drops these like nuts. These what's it called? What are they called? Almonds? No, not almonds. In Spanish they're called nueces. So yeah, I'm gonna be calling it nueces because I don't know the English word. So of course, I always pick up these things just to crack and then eat like the nut inside. But yeah, but of course, this is where well, I just decided to kind of pick up a couple of those, like, and some of them are good or not, because yes, I was still kind of a little bit smart sometimes, not really, but of course I picked them up. I decided to go back home. I'm just like going back home, like bicycling, and out of nowhere, I kind of just like decide to look around because yes, I don't look straight ahead. I sometimes also do that when I'm driving. Yes, I'm a dumb fuck, but not the point. I'm just like looking around. And of course, I'm just looking at the like forest kind of place because there used to be like a house there. Well, yes, there used to be a house, but right now there's no house because the city kind of like destroyed it. But back then there was like this abandoned house. There's like right next to the kind of road and all that, well, little street mostly. And then to the other side, there's this house. This house that well, I kind of knew the person that lived there somewhat, like this older girl that was kind of friends with my cousin. Me and her barely fucking knew each other, so eh. Of course, she was like friends with my cousin, and that was the only way I knew her. It was this kind of red-haired girl. She dyed her hair. I think it was dyed. I don't know if it was natural or just dyed, but I don't care. But of course, this is where well, that was happening, and of course, this is where well, I was just bicycling, and I look at that house. And the only thing I see is like this older kid, like this older, like I wanted to say that he was either in like, he was in middle school or even high school. It kind of looked like he was in high school. I don't know if that was for sure, but it's probably for sure that he was in high school. But not the point. He was probably in high school. But I just see him with this green ball thing in his like round green thing in his hand. And I look closer and I just see watermelon. I'm like, what is he doing with that watermelon? He chucks it right in front of me when I'm kind of bicycling across. And the first thing that came up to my head, duck. And that's what I do. I just duck real fast. And then after the watermelon flies past me, I hear the little smack, like the little, like it just hit the ground and just splatter. But of course, where, well, I decide to ride my bike all the way faster towards my house and kind of like hide behind, like I got home, I hide behind like this trash can. I was scared because that's traumatizing as hell. Like some watermelons going straight towards your head. Like, watermelon. Like that shit was that shit just scared me. I thought this guy was like trying to kill me with a fucking watermelon. But of course, I kind of calmed down. I stopped being panicky, and of course, this is where well, I kind of just walk. Well, not walk. I kind of just took my bike back just to kind of look around. I see the guy is already, I guess, back inside. I don't know if this guy was blind as fuck or something. But of course, this is where well, I looked towards where the place of the watermelon is at, and it's on the street, yes, because I think the guy was trying to throw into like the forest vegetated like abandoned place, but his aim is just suck, and he probably couldn't carry that damn watermelon or throw it even further than I can. But of course, this is where well, it's on the street, and the color of the watermelon, like the inside, because it's cracked already, it's kind of like this rotten color. I don't know how to explain, but it's like this. Like, not even those like red color. It was kind of like orangey color. I don't know why, but there was a lot of flies on it. But yeah, for me thinking it might have been rotten. But for me now, I probably think it was just a different type of watermelon. But of course, is where well, I just look at it, and of course, is where well, in my head is saying, huh. So that's what a watermelon looks like inside. Because I never actually did cut like a watermelon because I was still a child. And of course, I was just interested in the fact of the watermelon. I just completely forgot about the fact that that guy even threw a watermelon at me. So I decided to walk, well, kind of drive back home with my bike and kind of just get inside and never talk about this ever again. Until about 2 days ago, I talked to one of my siblings, kind of asking like a story time about me in childhood or anything. And I don't have many, so I just tell them that I almost got hit by a watermelon. I even told some of my friends, and they were kind of saying, "Bro, why didn't you catch the watermelon?" Bitch, I'm a child. How I don't have the strength of a fucking high schooler to even, or high school or middle schooler, to throw back the watermelon, to catch it and throw it back, because I am a child at that time. And I was bicycling. I can't do two things at the same time when I'm a fucking child. So of course this is where, that happened. And of course this is where, that guy I actually never seen again. It's probably because I stopped playing outside after, I think I was in 4th to 5th grade or 6th grade. It's just because I was watching too much DBZ inside, and my parents did tell me to go outside, but going back inside, I just like sat there outside for like 2 hours, went back inside. It looked like I sweated a lot. That's just because I sat in the sun, because I'm an idiot, and they thought I just did some work, but really I just went back to watching DBZ. But hey, that just shows that I am very athletic. Not really, I'm just an idiot. Of course, that happened. So yeah, if you want to learn anything from this kind of experience of mine is that don't throw watermelons at some kids that are bicycling, because you probably are going to kill them. I don't know how many people has fast reaction when they're a child, but it's better if you don't test it out, because for me, I have fast ass not reflection, like reflexes, and of course I managed to dodge, but like duck mostly because my head just told me duck, and that's what I did. So of course this is where, I don't know if anyone else has fast reflexes, but I just ducked and biked away. But yeah. But if you are having like, if you had the same experience, like someone almost threw a fucking watermelon at you, then it's interesting because I almost did get hit. And not gonna lie, So I don't know if you want to get. There's not really a point of the story of like what you shouldn't do and what you should do or whatever in the situation. It's mostly of, damn, I almost died. I almost died to a fucking watermelon. God would have saw me and said, "What the fuck? Why you here?" Damn, you got hit by a watermelon. Damn, that's sad. But also I should mention that I'm not very a big religions person, so I'm gonna say God is Susano from what's it called, the Japanese. So Susano will be like, "What the fuck happened to you?" But yeah, so I'm not really much of a religion towards Christianity or anything, so I don't care which God I will talk about because I don't really care. So of course, So this is basically the end of this kind of story. So if you guys like it, I guess like the video. Dislike the video if you hated it, and if you want me to kind of die by a fucking watermelon. Well, that's kind of fucked up, all of you said. Well, whatever. And also, subscribe. I don't really care. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know if I'm gonna have like, what's it called, like game background in the background. But if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But other than that, let me kind of end it off. Bye bye. But yeah.